Speak now to someone who's in the business space, joined by the Black Business Council CEO, Kganki Matabane. Mr. Matabane, a very good evening to you. Is this an address by the President that gives much hope to you as the business industry?
Good evening, Tembikile and the viewers, and thank you for having us. This is what we've been waiting for some time, and we were really hopeful that ultimately the economy is going to reopen. Because, as you know, most of the small businesses have been struggling to reopen because of the restrictions, and we were very hopeful that this lifting of the regulations will actually help us. And we're saying maybe the very same vigor and the energy that the government has displayed during the pandemic should be utilized and be displayed to create jobs, to working towards creating the jobs, much needed jobs, and also growing the economy. But we were hopeful that also the tourism industry will recover, and we will be making our own submissions to the health regulations, and we were hoping in 30 days' time we'll sort of go back to normal. But you are right, as the previous speaker said, the pandemic is still with us, and we are calling on all our members, all the business people, to be very vigilant to ensure that we don't go back to the different level. The economy can't afford to go to any other level now. Okay. We need to work together to make sure that the economy reopens.
You said that you are going to be making your submissions as well, because there's this window open over the next 30 days for us to all make our submissions as far as the crafting of the regulations, which will now be run under the National Health Act, replacing the National State of Disaster. Much of this will be finalized past around the 16th of April. Actually, I heard the President correctly. What are you going to say in your submission?
Yeah, our emphasis will be on ensuring that we reopen the economy. We, for example, we do away with the limitations on the attendance of events, because, for example, most of the businesses that are in tourism, they depend on events in big events venues. So I think it's important that we need to find a way of making sure that while we're still very cautious and careful about the coronavirus, we are also cognizant of the fact that we need to try and open the economy as fully as possible.
Mm-hmm. So open the economy as fully as possible. Great news for you. You're hoping to welcome more international travelers and the like. What is the commitment that business is making to the South African public to make sure that we don't go back to a point where infections, in fact, a lot of scientists have said we should focus on infections, but we don't go back to a situation where the spread of COVID-19 and its effect on the people of this country is not so severe, because the President did not rule out a potential return to stricter lockdowns?
Yeah, we were encouraging all our members and the public in general to vaccinate. We've been calling for people to vaccinate because this has been proven all over the world that it reduces the severity of the disease and reduces the number of deaths. So let's go all out there and vaccinate to ensure that we protect each other, we reopen the economy, we reduce the 13 million unemployment rates, and at least then we go back to normal.
Mm-hmm. Quick final one. The issue of COVID-19 vaccine mandates. There had been a committee set up by government to advise on the best way possible. At this stage, people who aren't vaccinated are required to produce this COVID-19 test that's not older than 72 hours to access large gatherings. Do you think the issue of the vaccination mandate is going to be fought and perhaps won or even lost on the shop floor by you as business?
Yeah, we've always been saying that it's important that we need to look at the rights of all individuals. Hence, we supported the certificates, especially the vaccine certificate, but also the negative certificate, because those who feel very strongly that they don't have to go to vaccinate for various reasons, religious and other reasons, they should be able to know that we need to accommodate all of us. So it's important that they must produce the negative results so that we protect each other and we don't put each other in danger in any way. So it's important that that balance is kept for us.
Quick final one, Mr. Matabane, because we're running out of time. If you can, in 20 seconds, have you been able to gauge compliance with vaccination mandates in the workplaces that you work with where such a pronouncement has been made in the last few months?
Yes, definitely. In workplaces, there's almost 99% compliance. People who are coming to the offices, they bring their certificates, they proof of vaccination, and also those who don't want to vaccinate, they bring negative results. So that is happening in the workplace.